In this video, I'm going to be comparing Cricket Wireless versus Visible Wireless and letting you know exactly which one you should go with in 2022 based on your particular needs. So guys, let's talk about it. Well, hey there guys. Welcome back to yet another episode here at EB3 Studios. I'm your host, Eddie. And today, we're talking about Cricket Wireless versus Visible Wireless and which one that you should be going with based on your particular needs. So guys, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get started here. So first off, we're going to go ahead, we're going to compare the coverage here. Because coverage, ultimately, above everything else, is really what you should be looking at. So we're going to be looking at Cricket's coverage first. I'm going to go ahead for demonstrative purposes. I'm going to put in my zip code here. Just go ahead and show you what the coverage looks like for me. And in my area, I do get a lot of that 4G LTE. If we zoom out a little bit, map's a little slow tonight. Must be a lot of people on the network. As you can see, I do get some of that 5G coverage, and I also get some of that other coverage. Now, the other coverage here is their 4G, which is the fallback to LTE, so technically still 4G, but a little bit slower. So that's what the other coverage means. So if you were curious, that's what that means. So the other coverage I'm referring to is the coverage in blue here. The 4G LTE coverage is what the majority of people are actually going to be using. And then a couple select people are going to be using that 5G coverage. But just know 5G is still out there and it's new. I've talked about 5G quite a bit on the channel if you're curious as to my thoughts. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Visible's coverage here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go to the Visible website here. And under the plan, we can go ahead and see our coverage. So if we scroll down here, I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys the coverage. See if we can get a pretty good take on this. So as you can see, now I do want to note with Visible here, they do use Verizon Wireless and Cricket uses the AT&T network. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my zip code. Once again here, just to show you guys the coverage in my area. So as you can see, it does look pretty good. And I am in the 4G LTE in this area as well. But one thing I do want to note, guys, is roaming coverage. Now, roaming coverage is if you travel to an area where there's no Verizon service, but there are other carriers. Same with Cricket. If you travel to areas where there is no AT&T service, will you get service? And as we can see here, third-party coverage. Third-party coverage represents off-network coverage where available. So Cricket does support roaming coverage. So like I said, if you travel to an area where there is no AT&T towers, you more than likely, as long as there's other carriers that have service that are compatible with the roaming, you will still get service on the Cricket AT&T network. With Visible here, I do want to show you, first off, and I typed in the wrong zip code here. Let's go ahead and fix that here. All right, so we do have about an hour south of me, and I've actually tested this out before. There is no Visible coverage because there is no Verizon coverage, as you can see here. Now, we're going to talk about the plans here. So let's go ahead, let's go back to Cricket here. Let's go ahead and shop the plans and features. Now, I am going to go ahead and just compare the unlimited data plans because Visible, all they offer is just unlimited data. So I kind of want to compare this apples to apples here, just to be fair. So we're going to go ahead. We're just going to do one line here. So one line of service, $60 a month, unlimited data with 15 gigabytes of mobile hotspot here. Premium data that won't slow down based on your data usage with this plan here. Talked about the mobile hotspot, unlimited talk, text, and picture. You also do get that on Visible as well. HBO Max with ads, SD quality video streaming. Mexico and Canada. Canada cannot exceed 50%. Unlimited text from the US to 37 countries. HD voice and Wi-Fi calling with compatible phone. And Cricket Call Defense. So I am going to go ahead and compare this to Visible here. So let's go ahead. Let's go back to Visible and let's check out the plan here. So Visible only has one plan here. All right, so with Visible here, unlimited everything, no hidden fees. You get unlimited data, messages, and minutes, just like with Cricket. Calling to Canada and Mexico is included, and all the hotspot usage that you can handle. There's no limit on your hotspot usage. So keep that into consideration. So we do have to compare this apples to apples here, not apples to oranges. So if we go to the Cricket plans here, $60 a month, and then they also have this $55. Now the difference between these two here is the $60 here gives you that premium data that won't slow down based on your data usage. The $55, the unlimited here, Cricket may temporarily slow speeds if the network is busy. So if you travel to an area where a lot of people are using the network, your speeds will temporarily slow until network congestion lets up. All right, now we're going to talk about the final price and discounts on additional lines of service. So with Cricket here, you can add up to 5 lines for additional discounts. The one line, you can get the $60 a month or the $55 unlimited here. For 2 lines here, $45 a line and $40 here for the regular unlimited. 3 lines drops to $37 and then $30, and then 4 lines here, $33 for the unlimited everything here, and then $25 per line for 4 lines. So that's 4 lines for $100.
4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month.
And then 5 lines here, $32 a month per line for the all-out unlimited, and then still $25 for the unlimited. Now let's go ahead, let's check out Visible here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go to the main home page because this is actually where you get the deals here. So you can get this as low as $25 a month here. How you do that is Visible Party Pay. So let's go ahead, let's talk about that for just a second here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to save with Party Pay. So with Visible, it's like a friends and family plan, but better. Your first month is only $25. After that, your plan increases to $40 unless you take advantage of the Party Pay. So you can join a party of 4 or more members to maximize the savings. So 1 Visible member, $40. 2 members, $35. 3 members, it's $30. And then 4 plus members, it's $25. So basically, that's if you have more people on your account. If you are just one person and you want to get in on these savings, I have a link in the description to a forum on Reddit, which will give you access to people that are looking for people to add on their Party Pay plan. All right, now we're going to briefly talk about the phones here. So let's go back to Cricket here. And let's go and take a look at the phones here. So Cricket does have phones that you can go ahead and purchase through them, or you can go ahead and bring the phone you love. So you can click on check compatibility, and essentially any phone that is not locked to a carrier that's paid off especially the iPhones and a lot of the Androids as well, you can go ahead and just have Cricket send you a SIM card, and you can go ahead and use the service that way. With Visible here, let's go ahead and shop the phones here. In Visible as well, they do have phones that you can buy, and you can also bring your own phone. So with Cricket and Visible, you can go ahead, they have phones, you can buy through them, or you can bring your own. All right, now we're going to go ahead and talk about the Apple Watch support. So for those of you who have an iPhone with the Apple Watch, or I think even now you can just get it as is, does Cricket and Visible offer Apple Watch support? So first off, with Cricket, they currently do not offer Apple Watch support. With Visible here, they do. You can go ahead and bring your Apple Watch here, and it's just $5 a month here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and talk about data-only plans for tablets and hotspots. So let's go back to Cricket here. We're going to go back to the plans and features here. I'm going to scroll down here where it says data plans to fit your needs. I'm going to click on learn more here. And so the Cricket does offer, for $55 a month, you can get 100 gigabytes of Simply data, or for $35 a month, you can get 20 gigabytes of Simply data. So you can shop data devices or bring your own data device. So essentially, you can bring your tablets and your hotspots as long as it's compatible with the Cricket network. You can bring that over and you can use these plans here. All right, and then what about Visible? Can you bring or use tablets and hotspots? So technically, Visible does not fully support tablets or hotspots, but I've had people contact me in the past, and I guess there is a way around that. So I'm not going to go into that in this video. I am going to go ahead and do some additional research here, but it's not a method that Visible fully supports. So I guess you kind of can, and stay tuned for my updated video regarding that. All right, and then what about eSIM support? Now, for those of you who don't know, eSIM is an electronic SIM, so you don't require a SIM card. Currently, Cricket does not offer the eSIM, but Visible does. As time goes on, Cricket will go ahead, along with all the other carriers, they will have to provide the eSIM support, because there's been some rumors going around that within the next couple releases of upcoming iPhones, Apple's going to go ahead and pull the SIM tray. So then, like I said, all these companies are going to be forced to go ahead and change over to the eSIM. All right, you guys have heard me compare the two carriers, Cricket Wireless versus Visible Wireless. Now, which one should you go with? In all honesty, guys, this is going to depend on your particular needs. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to break it down for you here. So with Cricket, operates on the AT&T network. If in your area, Cricket is the king on the AT&T network, then honestly, you might want to consider going with them. But if you're more in like a rural area where Verizon that uses Visible is king, then you might want to go with that. So Cricket on the AT&T network offers fantastic deals for what you get. You do get that priority data. You do get the roaming, which is awesome if you travel into areas where you might not be in that AT&T tower mode. You might want to, check that out. And then Visible does not roam. We debunk that. So Visible does not roam. So if you are in an area where you travel and you're looking at that coverage map, you might want to reconsider that. But I just want to put your mind at ease. With Visible here, and this goes with any of the carriers, if you are in an emergency situation and you do need to dial emergency services, your phone, even though it says no service, will go out and find any available signal that it can in order to complete that call. That's just for that 3-digit number there. You know which one I'm talking about. So in all honesty, guys, like I just talked about, really, it's the coverage first off. Whenever you go and choose a carrier, you always want to look at the coverage and then the price after the fact. So I did go ahead and do a more in-depth review on each of these carriers. I will go ahead and pin that comment down in the description for you. And guys, if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give me that thumbs up. It really helps out the channel, pushes this video out into the algorithm more, so more people can see it and get informed. And maybe you've come across my channel for the very first time and you're like, wow, I'm actually very impressed. I really like Eddie. Then I encourage you for yourself to check out the rest of my channel. And if you like what you see, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Tick that little notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. So guys, on this channel, I'm really doubling down into the mobile tech arena. I've been looking at the statistics on the channel, and really, I feel that's what's going to be the best thing forward. So guys, definitely a lot more is in tune and planned for the channel. So guys, you don't want to miss it. Definitely stay tuned, and I know you're going to be impressed with what's to come. So, all right, guys, and until next time.